The D-backs came to play tonight. We talked about it in the pregame show. They've been here before. They went down early in the NLCS and came back to win that series. And this entire team was playing with that kind of confidence out here tonight. So, which is also really impressive because when you think about it, majority of this team is playing in their first World Series. So when you look at what they did last night and then what they were able to do again here tonight, are you confident this is a team that can go all the way and win this series?
I absolutely am. The Snakes wrangled the Rangers here tonight in Arlington. They dominated this game, and it started with Merrill Kelly on the mound. He was so good. It felt like a must-win start for this team. And we caught up with Tommy Pham after the game. We'll hear that in a little bit. But he talked about how this game was a must-win. And Merrill Kelly on the mound, one of their top 2 starters this year, went out, and he dominated. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts in what was truly a great performance. Look, this is also a good story for this guy. He's a Scottsdale kid. He went to Arizona State. He's playing for his hometown team. And it wasn't a typical journey for him. He had to go pitch in South Korea, where that's what led to him getting signed by the Arizona Diamondbacks. So his path isn't the typical drafted to play college, drafted to play minor league baseball, shoots up through the system, makes it to the big leagues. No. This hometown kid went through a lot to get to where he is, and where he is right now is pitching his hometown team to now a tied series in the World Series, which is just so cool for him. So it started on the mound, dominance from Merrill Kelly, and then it went to this offense. What makes these Snakes dangerous? It's their speed, and it showcases itself every single night. It showed itself last night. Alex, they dominated that game last night, and obviously things didn't work out in their favor in the 9th inning. But tonight, again, dominated, and it's a lot of what happens on the bases. This series, they have 5 stolen bases, 4 infield hits, 4 sacrifice bunts. There's teams around Major League Baseball that didn't sacrifice bunt 4 times all year. It just doesn't happen in baseball anymore. And you just heard the crew talk about it, how much bunting is out of baseball in this day and age, but not with this team, not with the Diamondbacks. Sack bunts in the last 2 World Series combined, 0. Sack bunts by the Diamondbacks through the 3rd inning of Game 2 in this World Series was already at 2. So every batter contributed tonight. Every batter in the starting lineup had a hit. All this damage was done with only 1 homer, and that speaks to what this team does on the bases. You never see it anymore, and it's kind of refreshing.
It is.
You get on base, you hit a single, you walk, you steal a base, you get bunted over to third base, and then a guy comes up with a big clutch hit. That's so much fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch this team go about it. It's not, look, trust me, I love homers. Homers are fun. You hit the ball out of the yard, fireworks go off, it's great. The Rangers do it great. But the Diamondbacks aren't here because of home runs. They're here because they create chaos. Mm-hmm. And I know that's become this statement, and what does it even mean? Great, they're creating chaos. No, I'll tell you what it means. It means they're out there stealing bases. It means they're making pitchers uncomfortable. That's what's huge about this, is getting the other team uncomfortable on the mound. You think them putting up 9 runs on double-digit hits is a coincidence? You think it's just a bunch of singles? No, they make the opposing pitcher uncomfortable every single time they get on base. And one of the best relief pitchers for the D-backs, Kevin Ginkel, who's been great as their 8th inning guy, we caught up with him pregame and asked all about stolen bases, and as a pitcher himself, how uncomfortable does it make you? And he said, I hated pitching against our team and inter squads because every time they got on base, you just feel like they're going to steal bases, and then it starts making you uncomfortable. And as a guy myself, I pitched in college. I pitched and hit there. I hated when guys got on first base. Not because not because I gave up a hit. It's because I was so uncomfortable with the guy behind me, if they were a fast guy, knowing that they're going to try and take off. And then what happens? I'm paying so much attention to that guy behind me on first base that I'm leaving pitches more out over the plate. So all these hits tonight that they ended up getting, they might not happen if it weren't for the chaos on the bases, because pitchers are then more apt to make mistakes in the strike zone. And I feel like that's what we saw here tonight, and that's what makes these Arizona Diamondbacks so good.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.